I'm 24 years old and raised in Pristine. I was the oldest in my family, and growing up, I had a lot of hardships. My dad was very abusive to my mum, me, and my sisters. He had a hard childhood, and he would use his trauma as an excuse to abuse us emotionally and sometimes physically, mostly me. I was a good, calm kid, but he always found reasons. He was always very aggressive, and our whole childhood, me and my sisters were terrified of him. Growing up, I was spat on and called every name under the moon, things like lorp and prostitute. But then the next day he would come and he'd say sorry, which made the abuse and manipulation so much worse. Seeing how he treated my mum was the worst. Every day I wished I was grown up and rich enough to get us out of there. When I was 17, I started university in Germany, so I moved out of my family house. It felt good, but on the other hand, I wasn't home to protect my mum if she needed it. She was always on my mind. My dad always threatened us and told me and my sisters that he would only accept Albanian partners as husbands. After 2 years of studying, I met a guy, and he wasn't Albanian, plus he was a completely different race. I hid it as much as I could because I was just in so much fear of what my father would say. After 1 year into our relationship, my partner started abusing me too. I was abusing the relationship emotionally and physically for 5 years straight. So why did I stay, you might ask? Well, after 2 years, I got pregnant. My family didn't know anything. I got abused during my pregnancy too. I couldn't leave because my ex-partner would threaten me that he would tell my dad everything. And that fear destroyed me. I was scared if my dad found out and that something would happen to my mum. When my daughter was 3 months old, my ex-partner decided to send pictures to my dad. Pictures of me giving birth in the hospital. That's when all hell broke loose. My family, and including my younger sisters, disowned me completely. I was left completely alone. I tried many times to reach out to my mum. I even went to Kosovo with my daughter, but she didn't want to see me. After all this, I left my daughter's father. I had nothing to be scared of anymore. It was so hard to leave someone who abuses you but claims to love you, and I experienced it twice, first with my dad and then with my partner. But my daughter gave me the power that I needed to leave. I couldn't let her look at me in the future and think the same as I was thinking when I looked at my mum being abused. To this day, my family still doesn't talk to me and don't claim my daughter as their family member. I live alone with my child, trying to heal one day at a time from all of my trauma. It seems hard, but it gets easier every day. The big step of leaving was already made, and that's what's important for me and my child.